Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today we are taking a look at the line between Sleaford and Lincoln, which is still open via Metheringham, but we will be also discovering some of the former stations along this line. We're here at Sleaford today, the North Stephen. This serves the town of Sleaford. And our next stop after this is Ruskington, which is still open on this line. So we'll head off now to Ruskington. So this is Ruskington Station. This serves the village of Ruskington, just outside of Sleaford. This station is actually got two lines. We've got the one into Sleaford, which then carries on down towards Skegness, known as the Poacher Line, to Boston. And then you've also got the lines heading towards Grantham, as well as Peterborough, Lincoln. And this also has quite a nice setting in that it's mostly rural and away from any main roads. This is only one of two on the line between Sleaford and Lincoln which is still open, the other one being Metheringham. As we can see, no trace of the old station building seems to survive. We're facing back towards Sleaford that way. And we now are facing towards Metheringham and Lincoln. So this was Ruskington Station. We'll now head on to the next one. So down there is where Digby Station was. This is the first close station on our coverage of this line. This said the village of Digby in Lincolnshire. The station building survives as a private residence behind those trees, but the platforms are long gone. Well, looks like the old station master's house survives as a private residence, split into two. But no traces of the platform look like they remain, with a fence now covering where it looks like the Lincoln bound platform would have been, but the Sleaford bound platform looks like it's long gone. So we'll go and see if we can get near the station house. So as we can see, that there is Digby Station. It's now private residence. It looks like the old way office hasn't been used for quite some time. It's quite overgrown. As we can see further up the drive, that's the old station building, now private residence. So there it is. So this was Digby Station. We'll now head on to the next one. So this is the site of Scopwick and Timberland Station. This is the villages of Scopwick and Timberland in Lincolnshire. As we can see today, not much evidence of the station remains. The level crossing is still here in use. Over there it looks like it's the old station building or station master's house, now private residence. Down there is the station house as well, and from what I can see here, a little bit, not much, but I think a little bit of the platform here for Lincoln bound still remains. It's not much to look at, but that looks like it's part of the old platform. So we can see the lines curve back towards Sleaford that way. Nothing remains of the Sleaford bound platform beyond these trees. Not much remains of the Lincoln bound platform neither. So as we pan back around, we face back towards Lincoln. And like I say, here is where the station house is, now private residence with scaffolding up. Looks like it's been given a bit of renovating. But apart from that, not much here to document at Scopwick and Timberland Station. So this was Scopwick and Timberland Station. We'll now head on to the next one. So yeah, that there is the old station master's house. Looks like the old way office as well. It's now in use for something called Timberland Road Nursery. Looks like a small extension has been built for the nursery, and up there looks like that's either the old goods office or another part of the old railways station, like the way office. You'd have to forgive me if I'm still doing some research to see what I can find on this station. So that there is the old station master's house at Metheringham. It's now private residence. As we can see, there's a signal box here at Metheringham. So this is Metheringham station. This serves the village of Metheringham in Lincolnshire. It is only the second, it's the second and last of two active stops on the line between Lincoln and Sleaford. So we can see we're facing towards the Lincoln bound platform, and on the opposite side where you can see the shelter is the Sleaford bound platform. It's much shorter than the previous one we were at Ruskington, quite short platform lengths, but it's got its own park and ride car park, including a dedicated bus stop. So we're facing towards Lincoln there, where the lines curve under the bridge, and as we can see there's a very short small siding, which is either used for working trains on the line or to store wagons. Well, there'll be a very short stub of siding to store any wagons. So that's facing back towards Lincoln. And that's facing towards Sleaford, across the level crossing. The signal box is just out of sight behind that tree. So there's the Sleaford bound platform which we're facing. I should also mention there is also services along here towards Spalding and Peterborough, and this platform towards Lincoln and Doncaster via Saxelby and Gainsborough Lee Road, and Retford of course. So then we're on the Lincoln bound platform. Usual typical bus shelter themed shelters on the platforms, and as I say, it is a lot shorter than Ruskington, almost like a Holt size. So this was Metheringham. We'll now head on to the next one. So we are at the site of Nocton and Dunston station. They said the villages of Dunston and Nocton in Lincolnshire. However, I can't get close to the track bed or the station site. Where I'm standing looks like it's an old road bridge or pedestrian bridge that crossed over the railway, but on both ends it's been taken out. And further down here is the station master's house, which is now a private residence, but is up for sale at the moment. But any chance of seeing the railway on this end isn't feasible. You can see it a little further up the tracks coming underneath, but you can't see where the station site was, so I can't clarify whether there's any remnants of the old platforms or not. As the houses over there are near a factory site for a farm, or a farm estate should I say, and this side is for a showroom for windows and that, and this, as you can see, is the station master's house, but it's now private residence. I'll show it you from the main road. So yeah, this looks like an old road that used to pass by the station master's house here to the main road. So you can see it goes up here and it ends by them fences. it's the same on the other side as well of the railway. So yeah, there's the station master's house. So yeah, there's a station master's house on the left hand side, now a private resident, and on the right is where the cliffside showroom is, which occupies where the station buildings likely used to be. But unfortunately I can't get down there as it's private premises and that's a private residence. So this is a bit of a letdown, but this was so this was Nocton and Dunston station. Again, apologies for the letdown, I couldn't get near the track bed, but like I say, station master's house is there on the left, private resident, and then the showrooms occupy where the station building used to be, so you wouldn't really see much anyway with all the trees and industrialness in the way. So this was once again Dunston and Nocton station. We'll now head on to the next one. So as we can see, that there is Potterhanworth station master's house, now private residence. The bridge there carries the railway over the road towards Potterhanworth and Bardney. We'll go and see if we can get near the old station building. As we can see, that looks like the old way office or goods office. So yeah, I can't see any remnants of the old station building here. Station yards there. Don't think that's the original goods shed, it looks a bit more newish. Yeah, there's not much here to see of the old station and the way office, and looks like an old station cottage there and the station master's house. So this was Potterhanworth station. We'll now head on to the next one. So that there is the site of Branston and, forgive me if I pronounce this right, this is the site of Branston and Heighington station. These are the villages of Branston and Heighington in Lincolnshire, near the city of Lincoln. As we can see, looks like the original station house survives as a private residence there, and then modern houses are obviously going north. This is facing towards Lincoln. Doesn't look like there's much in the way of any sign of the old platforms on any side. So this is back towards Lincoln, and that's back towards Sleaford. So this is the final station on this stretch of the line between Lincoln and Sleaford. So this brings an end to this coverage of the line between Lincoln and Sleaford. We'll next look at the part between Sleaford and Spalding, and then Spalding on to Peterborough. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please leave a like, share and subscribe. I appreciate all the support and people who enjoy my content. And I shall see you all in the next video.